Today I'm making bullet coffee. I'm going to show you how to make it. First, you have to have some fresh coffee. We have the freshest stuff because right when you order, we roast. MollyDogCoffee.com. That's what I use. I use our own stuff, so I'm going to show you. Oh God, I'm going to show you how I do it. This stretch, okay. You have 2 weeks. First 2 weeks, coffee is the freshest. You want to get whole bean. We have whole bean for under $20. Try Uganda. That's from East Africa. This is a Miami Vice cold brew blend. But yeah, I have the full or whole bean. Probably the best way to do it. Grind it up yourself. Stuff in the grocery store, people say, what about the stuff in the grocery store? Well, we don't know how long that's been sitting there for. Yes, you can do you can grind it yourself, hand grind, but it takes forever. I've tried it. We had one, or I have one. Take the grounds from yesterday. Reason why you want to do bullet coffee so you don't get the acidity of the coffee. Most people just drink over roasted coffee, or they put a lot of sugar in their coffee. That's just making heat in your body or acidic, so you get heartburn. Anytime I would have some of this coffee, if it was hot coffee, usually this is still going to be hot, even though it's a Miami Vice cold brew blend. It's still going to be hot, so you can still make it hot. But I have paints on the table because I'm painting a sign for Molly Dog Coffee. Molly Dog Coffee's under the umbrella Honest Blue Radio. Honest Blue's under that as well. Our music. So I rinse it out pretty well. I don't use any. People use coffee filters and things like that. This one is kind of like a mesh. I think that goes through there. So put that in there. And then put your coffee in. This should take about 10 minutes. We're at 3 minutes now. Every morning I do this. You're going to get maximum energy, no crash. I don't do any sugar in my coffee at this point. I just like to get the taste of the coffee. And that's where your taste should be coming from. Coffee shouldn't be bitter. People think, oh, coffee's supposed to be bitter, so I put a lot of cream and I put a lot of sugar in it. But that's actually not true. It's only because they're drinking coffee that's older than 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is the cutoff. You'll get that antioxidants in the 2 weeks. So if you don't order from us, order from a roaster directly. I tried going to a grocery store at one point, or I've gone there many times, but more recently tried a local roaster, and it made my mouth dry because after 2 weeks the oils actually go away in the coffee bean. Even though this was full bean, the oils were gone. It was after 2 weeks, even though it said the roasted date was a few days ago. So I use this. This is like a, what is it called? Magic Bullet. Put a little cream in there. That's probably a little too much, but. Now I'll add some fresh water. I've tested all this water. It's about a 30. Our local water here is about a 35. Just make sure I have enough water in there. I think there's still coffee in here from yesterday. So even with our own coffee, after 2 weeks, I start noticing, okay, it's starting to go bitter, a little bitter. It doesn't usually get dry; it just gets bitter with us, with ours. So you'll notice it. If you spend about $20 with us, it will probably last. It will probably last about a month, depending on how much coffee you drink. But this is how to drink only 1 cup of coffee, and then I take some coconut oil. Make sure it's just straight coconut oil, nothing added to it. This is how I grind from this early morning till about 7 at night, and I sleep from 7 to 3, 2 to 3. So I'm getting my 7 to 8 hours of sleep in, and I feel rested. I'm getting full sleep because I don't run on sugar. I run on bullet coffee, fresh coffee, and water, which people think, oh, they need sugar to run on, and that's the problem. Everyone thinks they need a ton of sugar in their diet. Okay, we got our fresh coffee in there. Show you a fair amount. If you want to get a pound of coffee, this is a pound of coffee you can get for $30. So that will last you over a month. So yeah, if you're gonna go to the store, or they're gonna make it for you, it's gonna be $2 to $5 a day. If not, if you go to, somewhere else, it might be $10, depending on where you're getting coffee. Everyone thinks coffee, and then what people think they're gonna do is start grinding their own coffee. So then they get beans, and then it might taste well, but again, a lot of that flavor is added later because they're taking over roasted coffee that's already lost its flavor after 2 weeks. So then they add a flavor on top of it, which is usually just a spray. And then you're like, once you go to fresh coffee and try to go back to that flavor, your taste buds aren't going to like it. So when you're ready for the jump, you got to be ready for the jump and know that you're not going to go back to the $15 coffee or the $10 or the $5 coffee in the stores that have been sitting there for a while. So that's the truth about coffee, and I tell everybody the truth. People don't want to hear it. They want to go get their drink and they want to hear their name called out, and that's fine. I'm not mad about that. I'm going to have my fresh coffee every morning. So I'm just trying to say you can get it from us. When I'm out of it, I get more of my own coffee. And we have different blends and things like that. We also have matcha. Everybody likes matcha, so matcha's under $20. Most of the stuff is around $20. I'm gonna try to touch the prices up a little bit more, but go get Uganda 1967, free shipping straight to your door. So if you want fresh coffee, we have it at mollydogcoffee.com. And that's all I drink now. Is I drink. You can see it. This is the bag. That's why I say get a pound of coffee, because our other bags are the 12 ounce aren't going to be like this. These are like resealable bags, which I love. So, and it still smells good. It smells so good. Like I said, I just want people to drink fresh coffee for them to say, wow, we don't make a lot of money on every sale. We make a few bucks because we got to pay everybody. So if I'm $20 or $23, know that I got to pay the workers to roast the coffee and then ship it to you. So I do all the promoting of the coffee and the branding and things like that, and I'm the guy out front saying, "Yeah, this is why you should, this is why you should drink fresh coffee." And most people, they don't care. They don't care. They want to get their liquid with a lot of sugar in it, and that's fine. I say that's fine if you want to do that to your body. I don't do that anymore, and I never did drink a lot of sugar, so you hear it. But this is what my countertop looks like every morning. So I lay this out, grind the coffee here, and this is just pour over, so you can do like a French press or something like that. Certain people we'll do that, and that's fine too. But because and you can get, if you want to add sugar, I'd say do like a organic honey. Honey's better for you. I do have sugar over here that I don't use. I'm able to perform without the sugar, which I love. My body's running clean. Yeah, you're gonna notice a difference though. You're gonna taste the difference, of course. I say give us a shot. It's not that much money compared to what you're paying in the store. And you might see a deal from time to time, buy two, get one free or something like that, and you're spending, $25, $30. But I tell you, just spending 20 or 30 with us, you're going to love this stuff because it's fresh. The stuff that's on the deals, they have to sell that because it's going bad. That's why they have the deals. Any sort of deal, any sort of grocery store that has a deal, they need to move product. So it's a buy one get two free, and you think, oh, great deal. Well, yeah, it is a great deal because they need to move it. They need it off the shelves. I will admit my biggest downfall is chips and dip. I love chips and hell of a good dip, so I do like the salt from time to. I'm a savory guy. I don't like a lot of sweet stuff, but I don't have like a ton of chips in my diet. But if you want the health benefits and antioxidants, you want to order directly from a roaster. It doesn't have to be us. Single origin, we have that. But people like matcha, so I am throwing matcha out there, matcha tea for under $20. People, they complain a lot. I don't know if it's the price of the $20. I don't think $20 is a lot for coffee, to be honest, if it's going to last you like 3 or 4 weeks. They'll complain about the $20 and then they'll go to corporate and spend 70 in the week and think, oh, that's fine, or 50. Like, okay, just spend 50 to get a drink handed to you that might be wrong. Your name might be wrong on it, too. All right, here we go. This is our coffee pour for the morning. I think it's July 29th. I think Spider-Man comes out tomorrow. Here we go. You can see I'm dripping it a little bit, which I'll wipe it up. And then I leave some. There we go. So that's what our coffee looks like. Let's pour over. Let me wet this and wipe this down. So there you go. That's Molly Dog coffee. That is the freshest stuff. And then that's it. Bullet coffee, cream, sugar. If you want to do sugar or honey, cream, sugar, honey, and then coconut oil. Or you can do Irish butter, unsalted or salted. And then I just blend it up. That's it. There it is. I'll make you one if you were here. If you want to get SVGs or anything like that, or mugs like this is our Silence's golden mug. But it's stainless steel, so it stays hot. And it's got the covers like this. So it does bring some heat out, but I think these are better than the ones that you keep opening up and letting more heat out. So I think it's better that way. But we don't know. Everyone's different. Let's do our pour. Let's do our pour. There you go. Bullet coffee made in 14 minutes. I don't know how long you wait for your coffee, but reallySassyStuff.com, mollydogcoffee.com. There you go. That's how I have energy every morning, or that's how I push through the day. I'm creating all day, every day. Water, fresh water, protein, not a lot of sugar. I do have carbs from time to time. Last night I had chicken a chicken wrap with some, I think, potatoes inside. So with a little dressing. There we go. Drink it down. Let's taste it. Mmm, that's good. There we go. Again, if you want to add a little, I would say do like an organic honey or something like that. This is just a fresh circle. I don't know how organic. Let's see what's in it. Organic. Yeah, it just says that's all that's in it. Organic honey. So if you want a little sweetener, but you're going to taste the coffee, and again, you're not going to get heartburn with this. That's the biggest thing to do bullet coffee. Even if you're not using fresh coffee, I would say still do a bullet coffee. That way, you're going to grind all day. You're not going to need like 5 cups of coffee. You're not going to get heartburn. You're not going to get the crash that you would get from regular coffee. And that's why you're drinking so much coffee with adding so much sugar, because you feel that the sugar is making you crash, and then you have to bring the sugar back up by putting more sugar in your body. You see, it's a constant cycle. So, anyways, mollydogcoffee.com, reallySassyStuff.com, SVG's coffee cups, mugs like this, and yeah, free shipping on everything, even the coffee. So, have a great Wednesday, and I'll talk to you on the next one. This is us doing bullet coffee. I'm the only one teaching you guys how to make this on the internet right now. Anyways, hope you're well. Talk to you soon. Peace.